What's happening, everybody? It's time for another episode of Jammers and Racing. It's where I take your suggestions and do a little downhill racing competition. I go into my Jammers room and pick some of your cars for racing. But I do start off with bonus racing just so we can have some fun right at the beginning. Today, you know what? On my last RaceGrooves weekend show, I showed this Game Over series. This is from back in 1999, Game Over series. On the back right here, you can see that it's the 1999 Game Over series. It had 4 different releases: Lean Machine, Shadow Jet, Speed Blaster, and Twin Mill 2. Well, in 2019, Mattel brought back the Game Over series. Here you have HW Game Over. There's Octane. But you know that when you make your suggestion, though, for Jammers and Racing, it has to be fantasy cars only. So this is a fantasy car. But this one right here, Octane, it's not a car that's on the road, but it's not a fantasy model. It's a licensed model because it's from the Rocket League game. Maybe you have the Rocket League 5-pack. When you look at the back of the package, you can see that Rocket League are official trademarks and licensed to Mattel. For Jammers and Racing, please only suggest fantasy cars. Nothing licensed, no real cars. But when I do the bonus stuff in the beginning, I sometimes it just happens. Because, you know, so far there's 5, you can see right here, 5 cars in the series. I have 4 of the 5 already. I don't have Bone Shaker yet. Well, I'm going to get it. I'm actually filming this before I got the E-case. Anyways, Ford Mustang is one of the cars in the series. Another car in the Game Over series. Check it out, Twin Mill. You have the original Twin Mill in the 2019 series. I guess Twin Mill 2 was in the 1999 series. Now, Twin Mill, this one right here, if you're lucky to find this one, it's a treasure hunt. You can see behind the car, there's a Circle Flame logo. It says that it is a treasure hunt right on the package. You found a collectible treasure hunt. And the Circle Flame logo that's behind the car, it's also on the car, and you can see it right there. Rip Rod is going to be the 4th car that I'm using today. And we're going to use the 4 cars from the original Game Over series. Now this says Lean Machine, but it's actually the GM Lean Machine. And on the back of the package, it does show that it was licensed from General Motors. The last 2 cars in this set are the Shadow Jet and also Speed Blaster. Here's the lane assignments. What I'm going to do is 2 races. I'm going to race all 4, and then I'm going to race the next 3. We're going to advance 2 cars out of each group, okay? Ready, set, go. You can see the lights on for lane number 1, plus the number 1 above. That means Shadow Jet will be advancing. I'll put it right here. As for the other 3, the GM Lean Machine didn't do too well. I wonder which one's going to win to advance. If you heard that funny noise as Lean Machine was going down the track, that's because it just has 3 wheels. It has this little tiny wheel in the front, so that part is just going bumpity bump. The inside lane of the track, it has this texture, and the outside is kind of hard to see right here. Where's my finger? You see how shiny it is right there? The outside of the lane is nice and smooth. We'll go ahead and put him over here. Let's make sure he's straight. Got to be fair, even if he's going to be 3rd place, still got to be fair. Okay, here we go. Who's going to advance? Set, go. Go. Speed Blaster will be representing the older set. These 2, thank you for playing. Now it's time for the 2019 set. Let's go ahead and crack open our treasure hunt. Ready? There's our lane assignments with Octane on the far side. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Octane and the Ford Mustang were definitely leading the pack, with Octane taking the victory. Octane will move on. The other 3, let's see who's going to advance. On your marks. Get set, go. Sure enough, same results as the first race. Mustang's faster than the other 2. Remember, when you make your suggestions, please, no real cars, just fantasy cars. Come on down. Where'd you guys go? There's the lane assignments. One race for first place. We will race them again for second. Set, go. I did it again. I have to remember to pull that straight back. Let's try it again. Set, go. Nice tight bunch of cars. It's lane number 3, Speed Blaster. Speed Blaster gets first place. There we go. Who's going to take second? And then we'll race them one more time for third place. Set, go. Wow, that was a tight bunch. Well, it sure seemed like a tight from over here. Second place is Octane. We'll line you up, Buttercup. Let's get the other two. Who's going to be third? On your marks. Get set. Go. Go. Shadow Jet takes third place, and the Mustang is in fourth. Okay, I'll be heading to my jammer's room right after this. Here's where I keep all of my Hot Wheels fantasy cars. I have them alphabetically sorted. Let's go ahead and start with some cars from A. When you make your suggestions, you can suggest single cars or you can suggest matchups. I had somebody want to see Aero Pod. I have 3 different colors of Aero Pod. These two actually have Aero Pod on the side. This one, they gave it a different decoration. This one right here. I'm going to pick this one in blue. It's an X-Racer. You can see right through it. The other cars you see in here, on top, that's Alien. And below is Aisle Driver. So I have some older models and some newer models. And on the bottom, that's Avant-Garde. I had a couple suggestions of B models. Are you aware of this one? Berserk. It's pretty cool when you roll it. The saw blade touches the ground. You can see it sticking out on the bottom right there. So when you roll it, that saw blade spins. Nobody picked that, but somebody did pick this one right here, Bon Voyage. I have 2 different color samples. Let's go ahead and go with this one right here. Well, I'm going to take them both, and you'll find out why in a moment. You probably know about BLVD Bruiser. Here's 4 different color samples. We're going to pick one of these today. This one's racing, but I already picked a blue car. How about we go ahead and, this purple's very nice. Check out those red line tires. How about the blimp? Let's race the blimp. No, you can't. You can't race the blimp. It doesn't have any wheels. This one has a nice Hot Wheels logo on the side. Check it out. When you spin the propeller, you can have different messages inside. Hey, there's a Hot Wheels logo again. Cool feature. Let's go ahead and grab another one. Show you the other side. It says HWSL Hot Wheels Sports League. That's because in the USA, I don't know about in Europe or other countries, the blimp will fly over sporting events. And it'll kind of have something like this. It'll have a billboard. This one has the football, the leather, and there's the field itself. Touchdown, they're over a football stadium, which is probably more often the Goodyear blimp. That's the blimp that flies over us here in the USA. Hot Wheels flame logo again. And what's on the other side? Goodyear #1 in tires. I just remembered about this blimp right here. Nice blue color. Oh yeah, it was a treasure hunt back in 1997. But I keep this one over with my treasure hunts. Mainly because if I'm going to race them, I want it there. But you know what? Since this one's not ever going to be raced, I might as well just put it here with the rest of them. But I got to put it like this to remind myself that that's a treasure hunt. By the way, for that blimp, there is no Circle Flame logo. They didn't start using that logo until 2013. And as you've seen, it was from 1997. This is a cool car. It starts with D. This one right here is called Dragon Tail. Someone actually suggested Double Demon. Let's go ahead and take this nice shiny gold one right here. We're going to race that one. Oh yeah, D. You know any cars that start with D? Maybe the Diora. That's the original one. It doesn't always come with surfboards. The bottom one did not, top one did. And on the bottom, you have the Diora 2, 4 different samples. As you can see, that one didn't always come with surfboards either. And nowadays, the surfboards are just molded into the body. They're not loose and separate anymore. Let's grab an F model. No, not Fangster. Here you have Fangster. Let's go ahead and grab Fangula. I have a few suggestions that started with H, not the Hiway hauler. This one doesn't fit in the jammers. I have to put it this way. Maybe you've seen this one. I kept this one. This is the one that I said, oops. I opened it up and check it out. The metal hadn't formed fully. It's got a hole right there. It's also missing right here. You see right there? The metal is not filled all the way to the bottom. So if I would have noticed that, I wouldn't have opened it up. It would have been a nice error for the collection. But that one's there. Hypermite's the same way. Kind of doesn't fit. It doesn't fit standing up. So Hypermite, I got to keep it laying down. This one's really long. Look, I got it. It's actually sticking up high. But if I put it in the middle, I can still get the door closed. We are going to take this one. Hammered Coupe is going to join us for today's racing. Thank you for suggesting older models. Someone also suggested a newer model. Not hovering out. This one's a newer hover car. Not hover, hover. They did suggest Hover Storm. I'm going to take this one. And what other H models do we have? This one actually got re-released recently. This one right here. Hello, look at the camera. Hypertruck. Looks like Reverb. Here's 3 color samples. But what I'm going to take actually is Hot Tub. And check it out. It has a hot tub. We're going to take this one with the regular wheels, regular 5 spokes. We're going to take this one too with faster than ever open hole 5-spoke wheels. We're going to grab a K model. This one's recent. This one is Kick Cart. That's not the one we're going to take. K Crazy 8s. You probably know Crazy 8s from Highway 35. I don't have the Highway 35 version here in this case. But we are going to take Night Draggin. It's going to race today. These are the 2 that somebody suggested for a matchup. And when you have Hover Storm, might as well pick another watercraft. Somebody suggested Mad Splash. Let's go ahead and take Mad Splash. We're not taking Muscle Tone. Maybe you have one of these colors. This one here actually appeared in a track time video. And here's 4 color samples of Motosaurus. I'm going to pick 2 more cars. On top, you have 2-timer. This is a newer Hot Wheels model, 2-timer. Maybe you have one of those colors. This one here, T-Gray. There's a few colors. Hey, check it out, 2 golds. And that one there. But what we're going to pick is T-Rextroyer. I have these 2. And I'm also going to pick a color of Tail Dragger. This one's always been a favorite of mine. It's kind of got a mummy design on it. This one has red stripe wheels. This orange one's very nice. We're going to go pick this one. I like to have a mix of colors. If you notice all these, nothing quite this color. So I'm going to pick that one. And I'm going to take these 2. This one's a regular issue. Actually, I take it back. This one's Circle Flame logo right there. This was a basic treasure hunt. And this one, a color shifters version. So we'll race that one as well. All right, let's get racing. Up first, we're going to race Fangula against Hot Tub. By the way, this suggestion came from Gary Burke over on Patreon. If you would like to get bonuses like behind the scenes videos or early access, join us over on Patreon. This time I took a couple suggestions. Gary's is the first one. By the way, I picked the regular wheel version of Hot Tub. This one is the 5-spoke. I'm going to save the faster than ever version. Whoa! For later on in the video. Here we go. Fangula, Hot Tub. This one isn't even going to be close. Well, I suspect. Let's find out. Set, go! Hot Tub didn't even need faster than ever wheels. I'll put the winners in front of the finish line, and the losers we'll put in the back. This was another suggestion from Patreon. I'll have some YouTube suggestions coming up next. In purple, you have T-Rextroyer, and in gold, you have Double Demon. Now, T-Rextroyer did have a color shifters version. This one, nickel-plated axles, just like the Faster Than Ever that I showed you on the hot tub. I'm going to save that for a race later on. Let's just race these two with basic wheels. Set, go! That was a good race. T-Rextroyer wins. I will be doing more matchups like the Faster Than Evers. I'll race them against each other. I think I'll have a treasure hunt matchup as well. Hover Storm and Night Dragon were suggested by Hot Wheels Hotel. So we'll go ahead and give them a race. And remember, I had a couple watercraft. So we'll probably see that one again. Maybe some creatures too. Set, go! I so expected Hover Storm to win, but nope. Night Dragon won that one. Boulevard Bruiser against Mad Splash. This was suggested by Annie Ching. Ready, set, go. Woo! That was a very tight race. Mad Splash wins. Sorry, Boulevard Bruiser. Mad Splash advances. Thanks to Kevin Dunn for suggesting these older Hot Wheels models. Tail Dragger, very, very nice. By the way, metal body, metal base, very heavy, but just because it's heavy doesn't mean it's necessarily fast. Same with Quarter Mile Coupe. Let me see, yep, metal base, not Quarter Mile Coupe, sorry, Hammered Coupe. That's a different car. Here we go. Ready, set, go. Just as I told you, the Tail Dragger is much heavier than Hammered Coupe, but doesn't necessarily mean it's going to win. Hammered Coupe joins the front row. I had a couple singles that were suggested. Rust the Man wanted to see Bon Voyage. It's a pretty cool model. Check it out. It has a sail that pops up. We haven't seen this car in a long time. Thank you, Rust the Man, for suggesting that. Aero Pod, that was suggested by Tornado Games. Now, they didn't necessarily want him to head-to-head, but it gives me a couple other cars to test out for the racing. And I do have that Faster Than Ever version. I'll be saving this one for a future race coming up. Set, go! If the track was a little bit longer, Bon Voyage might have won, but nope, it's Aero Pod. Let's go ahead and race these 6 to see who's first, second, and third, and then I'll make some fun matchups after that. We're racing all 6 for first place. Set, go. If you do any downhill racing, you know the hot tub is a champion car, even without the Faster Than Ever wheels. Hot tub takes first. Here's the lane assignments. We'll see who's second place. By the way, the winner, don't suggest the winner, okay? Because we want to say different cars, all right? Set, go! Lane number 5, I was not expecting Mad Splash to win. Second place. Who's going to take third? Okay, I'll show you where everybody's at, just in case you're rooting for a particular car. On your marks, get set, go. On the outside, it's lane number 1. Hammered Coupe, third place. Now let me do some other matchups. Let's do those treasure hunts. There's the Circle Flame logo for Twin Mill. And this was a bit tinier. T-Rextroyer was a basic treasure hunt as well. These came out after 2013. Before 2013, Mattel did not use that Circle Flame logo for treasure hunts. So which one's going to be the faster treasure hunt? What do you think? Set, go. Yep, sorry, Twin Mill looks pretty, but nope, it's not that fast. They did change it to a plastic base though. Maybe the older metal base version would be faster. Let's try the watercraft. Here you have like a speedboat. Oh, come back! I wasn't ready. Mad Splash is a speedboat. Hover Storm is like a hovercraft. It's got these things on the side as if it would float on the water. And last but not least, yeah, Bon Voyage. It's like a sailboat. We'll go ahead and put the sail up. Hopefully it doesn't break off when it goes through the finish line. Set, go! Well, that sail didn't help. Mad Splash wins. Let's do Bon Voyage again, but this time we'll race it up against the Faster Than Ever version. It has these nickel-plated axles. It's hard for me to get the wheels to spin with just one hand. But you see how long that spins? It has nickel-plated axles. Faster Than Ever wheels. Is it going to beat the regular version? Probably. Most of the time it will, but not all the time. Set, go. And this is what will happen when you race the same car with regular wheels against the same car with Faster Than Evers. We'll try that with Hot Tub 2. This one regular 5 spokes. And here is the, oh, I almost did it again. Faster Than Ever version. By the way, this one I've raced a lot, so it might not be that fast. But this one with the 5 spokes, I opened it and raced it for the first time on this video. So this one has definitely, less abuse, but I'm still betting on the Faster Than Ever. Set, go! There you have it, Faster Than Ever, 2 for 2. And T-Rextroyer, they look like regular 5 spokes, but actually since this is a color changer or color shifters model, because these are used in water, you can see the yellow right there. Because these are used in water, Mattel actually has nickel-plated axles. If you look at the axle in the middle, it's shiny. So this might be faster too. Set, go. There you have it, 3 for 3. The nickel-plated axles win. Now let's do a creatures race. I'm going to go ahead and put in the color shifters version with the nickel-plated axles. But if you race the same car, this one will win most of the time with the nickel-plated axles, the color shifters, or Faster Than Ever. But that doesn't mean it's going to beat every car. This one's Faster Than Ever, nickel-plated axles. None of the other 3 win. Does that mean this one's going to beat it? No, it's probably going to beat this car. I don't know how it's going to do against those. Set, go. Well, this time it beat everybody. In this race, all 6 cars have metal bodies and metal bases. So it's a metal race. Ready? Make sure I pull this straight back. Set, go. Oh, that's a surprise victory. Shadow Jet beats them all. Check it out. That Speed Blaster says Dino Hunt. We're going to put it up against a dinosaur. Ready, set, go. That was a good race. I think Speed Blaster came from behind. If you join me on Patreon on the behind the scenes rewards level, when I make a post, I'll make a post over there. I'm going to try to do it at least once a month. I'll give Patreons a chance to have a shout out. Or you can comment here for the chance at a shout out too. Remember, fantasy models only, please. Thank you for watching and have fun with your toys. Bye bye.